I'm almost through. Give me about 5 more minutes. The text says, the disciples made discoveries about the Lord's power. They made discoveries about the Lord's presence. They made discoveries about the Lord's purpose. But they also made discoveries about the Lord's peace. Watch this. While these boys are fretting and fearing, the question becomes, what is the master doing? When you look at verse 38, the Bible says, Jesus, he's in the hinder part of the ship. And he's sleeping on the pillow. You get that picture? The disciples are going crazy. They're pulling their hair out. They're cussing and they're fussing. And while they're doing all this stuff, the master, he's in the hinder part of the ship. And the Bible says he's just sleeping on the pillow. The glorious reality of Jesus is knowing that Jesus knows he's always in the center of God's will. Jesus also knows God had already scheduled him to die on a ghastly cross and not in some shipwreck. Therefore, he can sleep good in the storm because he trusts his daddy to honor his word to take care of him. Listen, you know what I discovered when I read that? If a storm does not rattle Jesus, why should we allow storms to unnerve us? Watch this. The Bible says in Psalms 127, verse 2, you need to write this down because you need to reference this. You need to reference this when you're going through this stuff. Psalms 127, verse 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, for you to sit up late, for you to eat the bread of sorrow. For so he giveth his beloved sleep. Wow. What are you accomplishing by getting up early? What are you accomplishing by staying up late? What are you accomplishing by throwing pity parties? That's why God says, go to sleep. Hallelujah. Let me give you my translation. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that power? Why are you wetting your pillow with tears? Why are you having all of these pity parties? You need to take them behind the door and go to sleep. Hallelujah to that. The disciples discovered the Lord's power. They discovered the Lord's presence. They discovered the Lord's purpose. They discovered the Lord's peace. But I like this one. They discovered the Lord's person. Listen, these disciples were so amazed until the only response was, what? Manner of man is this? They learned that Jesus is the one who is in control of every puff of wind. He's in control of every angry wave. He's in control of every storm. Maybe somebody is sitting here tonight and you really don't know Jesus. But today you ought to get to know him, because he can corral the waves. He can lasso the wind. He can hog tie your storm. I've got to admit, I don't know the nature of your storm, but I do know the only one who can calm your storm. I thank God that I know this storm calm is still the master of the sea. And if you're here tonight, if you're dealing with a storm of suffering, the master can ease your pain. If you're wrestling with a storm of sorrow, he has the power to comfort your soul. If you're caught up in a storm of sin, the good news is that the master can not only deliver you, but he can also set you free. You can sit down, but maybe, just maybe you're looking at me, and right now you need to hear the master say, peace, be still to your storm. If that's your predicament, I encourage you to put your storm in the hand of the master, and then watch him work it out. Master, the tempest is raging. The billows are tossing high. The sky is overshadowed with blackness. No shelter or help is nigh. Carest thou not that we perish? How can you just lie there and sleep when it seems like each moment is so madly threatened, away in the angry deep? Oh, thanks be unto God. I said thanks be unto God. Thanks be unto God. Storms don't intimidate Jesus. Storms don't alarm the master. That's why he does not panic when dark clouds appear on the horizon. No wonder this songwriter is trying to capture the mindset of Jesus. As he's sitting there on that pillar, the disciples are afraid. They run to shake him, and they wake him, and the wind and the rain shall obey my will. Peace, peace, peace. While the wrath of a storm-tossed sea, demons, men, whatever it be, no one can swallow the ship will not. The master, I said master, he's the master of ocean, earth, and sky. They all shall sweep, obey my will.